I want you to become far more attractive to the women that you want to be dating, not the women that pre-select you on Tinder and Bumble and that shite. I owe you guys a video on this, just getting back into doing videos for you lads and for ladies that want to date better, connect better with someone of the opposite sex, really improve your dating life and your love life, level yourself up to a level that you have never experienced before. If that's of interest to you, smash the like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I have other content there, and let's get into it. I owe you guys this video. I put off putting into videos on YouTube for a while because I didn't understand how the subtitles worked. I actually thought that I had to translate it into Spanish for those of you that don't speak English. And then I realized that, of course, YouTube being a multi-billion-dollar institution or company has already thought of that, and it's super easy. So anyway, we're going to get into, for a man, how can you become far, far, far sexier to the women that you want to be dating? And the answer is super easy, but it's really fucking difficult. And most guys will never follow the rest of this video. Most guys that are watching this right now are going to turn this video off in about 5 seconds. The minute that I get into the part that involves you putting in work. Yes, the minute that I get into the part that involves you taking personal responsibility for your shitty dating life, guys are going to turn this off right away because they want to watch some other speaker talk about how horrible women are and how it's all their fault. You just have to hate all women and become single for life. That's bullshit. That is total bullshit. You could have a far better dating life, but it involves first taking personal responsibility for the improvements that you want to be having in your life. And second, this is the key, super important. Take a brief second, take a pause, take a deep breath if you need to. You need to become masculine. This is the thing that women love in a man. And it's also the thing that's shockingly rare. Authentic, healthy, well-integrated masculinity in a man. And you talk to any feminine woman will tell you that is sexy as fuck when she comes across it in a man in a real authentic way. Now through the 80s and through the 90s, if any of you guys got into the game and pickup artists and all that shite, what they essentially did was they said, okay, you don't need to become masculine. You just need to learn what masculine men do, how they look, how they talk, how they act. And then you just need to mimic. You just need to pretend. You don't have to become masculine. You just have to make her think you're masculine and you can get her into bed. And that is true for a couple times. But what's the point of that? That's a shitty life. That's a really shitty love life. You're being fake. You're a fraud. You're a charlatan. That is not who you want to be. I'm going to teach you something completely different, and it doesn't involve you learning scripts or lines or special little techniques that if you say them to a woman, she will magically jump on her bed and jump on her back and spread her legs. You don't want any of that shit. What you want is to become a far more authentic masculine version of you. And when you do that, you will be shocked to discover that that is the missing ingredient in your dating life. That is literally the thing that women are searching for. Many of them don't even know that they're searching for it. And granted, if you're talking really masculine women in the West, you don't want to be dating those women anyway. Those women aren't attractive to you, even if physically they have a great body. You probably are attracted to extremely feminine, gorgeous, stunning, vivacious, healthy women. And that's great. I support that. That's what I'm attracted to in a woman. And she is attracted to masculinity in a man. She finds femininity in a man repulsive. Now, we all have a feminine side and a masculine side. Men, women, every culture, gay, straight, everybody has masculinity and femininity inside of themselves. The problem is, in the West, you have been brainwashed to reject your masculinity. It's toxic, toxic, toxic. All masculine qualities, toxic. Women hate it, toxic. Get in touch with your feelings. Have a fucking hair bun. Eat more soybean shit. Don't eat steak or meat because that's so masculine and so toxic. You know, take yoga. Get in touch with your feelings. More talk therapy. No, dude. No, all those things might be good in certain ways, but that is not attractive to a woman. Women love authentic masculinity. So now we need to ask ourselves, let's define the terms a little tiny bit. What is authentic masculinity? You know, it sure as hell is not the bully macho version that we used to have, you know, like, I don't know, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, the control freak man. You know, you're not gonna wear that, I'll fucking club you, get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. That's not masculinity. That's just some dude that doesn't understand how to be a human being properly. That's just some asshole. That's not masculine. Masculine are a lot of the traditional qualities that society across time, thousands of years, has ascribed to what it means to be masculine. Taking risk, very masculine quality. Being courageous, the guy that runs into the fire to save the family in there, the guy that takes a bullet to save his wife, the guy that goes to war to fight for what he believes in and to protect that which is valuable to him, his family, his kids, his culture. These things are masculine. I'm not saying women can't do them. I'm saying even when a woman does them, she's being masculine. And feminism has taught women in the West, you have to be masculine, get rid of your femininity. And it's taught men, you have to become feminine, get rid of your masculinity. It's a total load of shit. People don't know how to connect because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they want. And they're just like, everybody gets so confused by all the brainwashing campaign. So I'm going to make it simple for you. Discover how you can integrate your masculinity more authentically, holistically. Look at the quality traits that are typically masculine. Courageous, risk taker, the one that initiates, the one that can handle rejection well, the one that perseveres in the midst of stress, tenacity. That's a really good one I can't think of right now. Perseverance, especially under pressure. The ability to push on toward a goal in spite of multiple failures because you believe in what you're doing. These are masculine qualities. That's why the best way to meet a woman, hands down, best way to meet a woman, during the day, walk by her in a mall or on the street or wherever you see her or at a coffee shop, you walk by her, ideally make eye contact with her so that she feels safe, she knows you're not a threat. Walk over to her, smile, and talk to her. That's it. That's it. Now, you obviously can learn over time how to do that more and more naturally because you get, it's sort of exposure therapy. You get used to talking to really beautiful women in public, in groups, sober, without music, without drinks, without your friends there. It's called Daygame. You learn how to interact with a woman in a natural way. Hey, I just saw you walk by. You look fucking stunning. Your hair is beautiful. You look beautiful in those heels. I love what you're wearing. Whatever's authentic for you. That's the best way to meet a woman. Why? Because you're being very authentic, you're being very masculine, being very spontaneous, and it's very romantic. And even if the woman's married, or even if it's not going to go anywhere because she's already got a man or she's not interested in you because you're not her type or whatever, even in that case, you're going to connect in a really beautiful way with her for 5 minutes. And you guys are going to have a really beautiful moment together. She's going to feel incredible because she received your masculinity, your validation, your observations in a charming way. And you're going to feel incredible because you received her femininity. You saw her smile and giggle and feel special and start glowing. And then she's going to go on her way and you're going to go on her way. And sometimes those are going to turn into phone numbers and dates and relationships, and sometimes they won't. And that's okay. But the point is, if you want to become sexy as fuck to women, you have to get out of your mind. You have to get out of worrying about what people will think of you. You need to get out of who you think you should be because your culture tells you to be so feminine and rely on your feelings. And you need to become much more focused on your masculinity. Do not show her your feminine side until you're deep into a relationship with her, and then you can gradually let her see you also have your feminine side. But you lead with your masculine because that is what is attractive to women, and that is who you should be as a man.